Welcome to Understanding Your Test Scores module. Before beginning this module, please have the following documents available to you. You will need your test scores in front of you, print out the assessment score worksheet, have all the handouts including the math flowchart, the English flowchart, and the Understanding Your Assessment Scores pamphlet. Either print it out or have easy access to them, and all these forms can be found in the Understanding Your Assessment Scores module. By now, everyone should have taken the placement assessment. If you have your test scores with you, they will likely look like this. You will see your test scores for English and math. Your English test scores will note a reading score and a writing score, and underneath each score you'll see the course recommended based on your test results. If you do not have your test scores in front of you and you did take the assessment, then please pause this video, log into your Insight portal, and retrieve your test scores. You can also check your email, as before each class we will be forwarding your test scores and the recommended course placement to you. If you have not taken the assessment and you are not able to take it within the time frame of this course, it is recommended that you take the assessment as soon as you can. Meet with the counselor to discuss your results and to determine your math and English placement. But before we go over your specific test scores, I'd like to show you the sequence of English and math courses along with the course descriptions so that you have a better understanding of the courses you placed into. Let's take a look at the English course flowchart. You will notice English 92, also known as 4-Way English, is the first class on the English path. This is a developing basic reading, writing, and critical thinking course. It assists you in developing your study skills. This is our most basic English course. The next level is English 110A and English 142A. English 110A is developing your reading skills, including reading comprehension and vocabulary. The English 142A prepares students for college-level work by focusing on your writing skills. The emphasis here is writing paragraphs and short essays. The next level is English 142B. This course includes reading classic and contemporary essays, examining writers' techniques, writing compositions, and reviewing grammar. This course prepares you for the degree applicable course, English 1A, which is the next level. English 1A, a passing grade in this course is required to earn your associate's degree and to transfer to a university. This course focuses on composition that develops from examining and comparing writers' ideas and techniques in classic and contemporary nonfiction works. This course requires discussion, essay writing, and research. The next level is either English 1C or English 1B. If you plan to transfer, most universities want or require another English course after English 1A. These two courses will further develop your writing, reading, and critical thinking skills. Be sure to talk to a counselor regarding which course is best for you, as they meet different general education requirements. English 1C meets the critical thinking requirement, while English 1B meets an arts and humanities requirement. These courses must be taken in this sequence, as each one is a prerequisite to the following. For example, prior to taking English 1A, you must complete and pass English 142B with a C or better, or test directly into English 1A. Now, most students will test into one class with their reading score and another class with their writing score. For example, I'll often see students' reading score place them into English 142B and their writing score place them into English 142A. If your test scores don't place you into the same courses, then you will choose the lower level course to start with. For example, let's look at the Reading and Writing Assessment and Placement chart. If you have a reading score of a 72, which would fall in this range, and a writing score of 56, which would fall in this range, then you will see that your reading score places you into English 142B, and your writing score places you into the English 110A and English 142A level. Now, students will ask me, do I have to take both English 110A and English 142A? The answer depends. If your reading score places you at the higher level into English 142B, and it's only your writing score that places you into the lower level, then it's only the writing lower level course of English 142A that you would need to take. However, if both your test scores place you into the reading range and the writing range of English 110A and English 142A, then yes, you would need to take both classes. Next, I want to talk to you about multiple measures. In order to test directly into English 1A, students need to score in their reading an 85 or higher and in the writing a 90 or higher. These scores will test you directly into English 1A. However, some students may test slightly lower but still be eligible for English 1A. If you test into the reading area of 75 to 84 and your writing of an 80 to 89, you must also meet the multiple measures, and if you do so, you can take English 1A. So what are the multiple measures? The multiple measures are 3 years of high school English, and you received an A or a B in your last high school English course, and your overall high school grade point average was a 3.0 or higher. You must prove this by submitting your official transcript. You could submit it to a counselor, and then the counselor will be able to complete the prerequisite waiver form so that you can register directly into English 1A. I just want to note that these are all ands, not ors. You must meet all of the multiple measures. The next thing I would like to go over, and I kind of jumped ahead here. Let me just go back to the math flowchart, the sequence of math courses. Now again, this sequence starts with the most basic math class, building up to statistics and calculus. So the first level of math is Math 101, Basic Skills Arithmetic. It teaches basic math skills, including natural numbers, common fractions, and decimal fractions. The next level of math is Math 115, also known as pre-algebra. This class teaches percentages, metric system, powers, and tools. In short, the math skills that you'll need to succeed in algebra. And then the next level is Math 118, also known as elementary algebra, and this course is equivalent to your first year of high school algebra. The next level is Math 120, also known as intermediate algebra. This class will further develop the math skills from your beginning algebra class, including second-degree equations and inequalities, functions, and conic sections. This course is equivalent to 2 years of high school algebra. This course is required to earn your associate's degree. To take this course, you must take Math 118 and pass it with a C or better, or you can test directly into this course by taking the math assessment, or you can submit your official high school transcript showing that you have taken 1 year of algebra in high school and earned a C or better. Again, bring your official transcripts to a counselor for verification, and they can complete the proper prerequisite form for you so that you can submit it to admissions and records and then register directly for Math 120 if you did not test into it. Now, another option is Math 125. Math 125, also known as Algebra for Statistics. This course has no prerequisite course. You can take this class without testing directly into it. It is a fast-paced one-semester course that prepares you for college-level statistics. The course covers arithmetic, pre-algebra, elementary and intermediate algebra, and statistics to prepare you for college-level statistics course. This course is not recommended for business, computer science, or science majors. Once you take this course and pass it with a C or better, you can then be placed into Math 164, which is the college-level transferable math course of probability and statistics. It will also meet your associate's degree requirement. Now, these other levels, Business 240, Math 170, 171, and Math 135, these courses can be taken once you complete Math 120 with a C or better. For those of you who are STEM majors, which is the science, technology, engineering, and math majors, you will likely begin your math with Math 120, pass it, and then go straight into Math 171, which is pre-calculus. But in order to confirm what math classes are appropriate for you based on your major and where you plan to transfer, you will want to either talk to a counselor or go on to www.assist.org. In assist.org, you will note the community college you're attending, the school you wish to transfer to, and the major that you will be majoring once you attend that school, and it will give you a list of the math courses that you'll need to take at the community college to prepare you for that major at the university. So now what I would like you to do, I just wanted to mention one more thing. On your assessment scores worksheet, you will notice you will have your Compass Math Placement Test, your scores, and again, you'll have the course that's recommended for you based on your math assessment. So next what I would like you to do is print out or have out your assessment scores worksheet. This is where you're going to do your homework assignment for this module. Your first question is, what is your educational goal? Is it a certificate, associate's degree, or transfer? Depending on how you answer this question, will then determine what math classes and how many math classes you'll need to take. Same with English. Once you've identified this area, you're then going to write down what English class you placed into. Do you agree with your English placement? If not, explain. You'll then list all the English courses you will take to reach your educational goal and the order you will take them in. You will also list the math class that you placed into. Do you agree with your math placement? And explain if you do not. Do you plan to submit your high school transcript to place into the highest math course? And you're also going to list all the math classes you will take to reach your educational goal and the order that you will take them in. Once you've completed this worksheet, you will submit it in your homework Dropbox. Thank you very much, and that's the end of this module.